Hey everyone, I want to show you one piece of software that I have found incredibly, tremendously helpful when I am running deals. This is going to help you multi-thread better. This is going to help you meet your buyer where they're at, and it's going to ultimately help you have better conversations that are more relevant, as well as keep your deal running on time. So let me show you really quickly. This is Aligned. This is a virtual deal room. It's a space where you can come in and collaborate with your buyer, make sure they have relevant information. It's a solution to having a bunch of different documents saved in a bunch of different places that are bouncing around in someone's email. Nobody knows where they are, as well as not knowing who's actually looking at this stuff. So, who are the hidden or stakeholders within a deal? So, let me show you. This part of my aligned room is my overview. Basically, if I have a conversation with someone and they want more information, I'm going to send them this. I have this as like a default copy. I can come in and edit it and add more relevant information, but it has things like call recordings. It's got an overview of our product. It's got case studies, other resources, anything they might want where they say, hey, can you make sure you send me that after a first discovery call? Well, it's all right there. The other feature that I love about this is that I have a what would you like to do next that links directly to my calendar. So if someone wants to schedule a call with me, they can schedule that follow-up call. So say that the person that I spoke with on the phone, my initial champion or buyer or person of interest said, hey, I'm going to share this with a couple other people, or they didn't even tell me that, they just forwarded my email. Now I know exactly who's looking at my stuff, one, and two, they can take action and book time with me to go deep on our InfoSec documents. That also allows me to be a little bit more prepared for the conversation instead of being like, hey, you booked time on my calendar. What is it you need? I know because they said they want to see our InfoSec. Another thing is a lot of software companies sell through pilots. When I worked at Gong, I sold through a pilot, and I found this a really great space to have conversations with my customers. So here's where if my customer wanted to ask me a quick question asynchronously, they could add things on their own time and I could get back to them as quickly as possible. I love this because I actually get a notification if someone new is viewing my aligned room, or if they've added a different question that I can come in and answer. And at Gong, a lot of my pilots were successful because I always linked them back to company priorities. So this is where I could collaborate with my buyer. And I think this is really important because I didn't want to dictate exactly what it was they were trying to solve. I wanted to make sure that I was coming in as a consultant and I was coming in to be helpful. But ultimately, this is also set by them. So we could collaborate together. And then we could add in results as the pilot unfolded. The other thing that I think is super helpful if you're selling through a champion, which a lot of people are, is to be able to come in and build a business case. So again, I could have my executive summary. I could put all of the information about everything I learned in discovery, what they're trying to solve for, explain how we could help them. And then from there, you could come in and build, your ROI calculator is built into Aligned, which is super great. This is awesome because, again, anyone could come in here. The CFO could come in here. They could take a look at this. They could play around with the numbers. They could go, yeah, this is interesting to me, or absolutely not. And then I love this because I can hide it, but you could come in and build like a proposal where if, they sign on for a 2-year deal, you could offer, whatever X amount of discount, or they sign up for a certain number of seats. I could discount more based off of volume. This is really helpful because, again, they can come in and look at this. I can explain it to them, and then they've got it in front of them. They can fiddle around with it. They can do the numbers on their own when they're having internal conversations about how they want to buy. Other great things is I can put my PandaDoc in here or my DocuSign, and they can sign directly from this room. So if they're ready to move forward, they can. Again, you can put in success plans where you're mapping out all of the stages of your deal, what needs to take place, what they're responsible for, docs, etc. I think you get the point. But ultimately, our buyers are more educated than ever. They're sick of sales processes that are taking them too long, where they don't know what's happening, or the rep's not following up on time. And this is a great way where you can stay on top of your deals, see who's actually involved in the deal, is a stakeholder on your buyer side. And I think it is an awesome, awesome tool for having better conversations with your customers.